Hello? Hello, hello? Hi. Hi. Hello. My name is Geoff Rickley. Thank you for coming out to the show early tonight. Really appreciate it. For those of you who don't know me, you may know me as, well, maybe for those of you who do know me, you know me as the singer of a band called Thursday. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm going to try not to have a breakdown on stage tonight, because 2 days ago in Rochester I did. But tonight I feel very free of breakdowns on stage. So that's the first elephant in the room that I'm going to address. The second elephant in the room is, well, did you see Theta, who opened up first? All the way from Venezuela, give it the fuck up. Alright, the second elephant in the room is that I was actually going to start my set exactly how they ended their set. So I had these 3 drummers with me, and we were watching Zeta, and I was like, guys, you gotta go home. It's not gonna get any better than that. No, but I will say that this is the last week of shows that we all have together this summer, and with our friends in Sparta, who we love so much. Give it up for Sparta. They're celebrating the 20th anniversary of a record called Wiretap Scars. And 20 years ago when that record came out, my band Thursday was on tour with Sparta. So this is a little reunion for us, and I want to thank them for bringing me out. And in honor of it, I'm going to do mostly Thursday songs tonight, all right? All right. I'm going to start with a song off a record called Common Existence, which somebody told me is our most underrated record tonight. I agree, if I do say so myself. This one's called Time's Arrow.
Footsteps fall off of our feet. See the tears crawling up our cheeks. Turn back to pain. Slap got pulled right off of it. We all fall back into bed again. You've done. You wanna take it back and do it all. But you can. You can, and it's killing you. Well, the doctor comes and off the stream the stitch gets pulled out. Of the bleed, mothers choke down in their seed. See time's arrow, it's turning back to me. Children alive disappear into a sigh. We'll all rise like snowflakes in the sky tonight.
Hey, thank you so much. If I get just a little less guitar in one, thank you so much. I realized I didn't tell you why I had a breakdown on stage in Rochester, and it was because there were 2 people standing right in front of me having like a Marine level shouting match for the first 3 songs of my set to where I started like skipping verses and stuff because all I could think about was what they were fighting about. It wasn't even that they were fighting, it was like I could hear every word of it, and so that became my life. I was inside their fight. And there's a bar. There's always a bar that's not too far away. You can go fight in the bar, but no. So I really like lost my shit, but not in a way where I yelled at anybody, because I think that can actually be cool sometimes. But instead I started apologizing. And then I started being like, oh my God, what am I doing here apologizing for everybody? This is so insane. And then I started being like, it's okay, you can do it. And then, no, you can't do it. You're fucked. And then I was like, no, but if you leave now, you're not going to get paid. So I was having this mental battle and I lost it. But tonight I feel much better. I got 12 hours of sleep last night. So yeah, sleep is so insanely good. I love sleep so much. I'm gonna go way back now. I'm gonna turn the clock back to 1998, to the very first song that Thursday ever wrote. I know 1998 is a weird thing to shout out in a bar these days because even to some of the drinkers, it sounds like a fictional year. It's like 1998. But let me paint a picture for you. Me and Tom had just seen this band Ink and Dagger who blew our minds. We were like, holy fucking shit. And we went back to his dorm room at Rutgers and we had this little combination TV VCR, which also sounds fictional, but it was the shit. It was everything you needed. And we had one VHS tape and it was Akira. And I was like, yeah. I was like, Tom, we got to start a band. He's like, yeah, but my arm's broken. I can't play guitar. And I was like, okay, you got any painkillers? He's like, yeah, I got a bottle. And I was like, okay, good. Give me the bottle of painkillers. You break off that cast. I've got the painkillers. We're good. So I started taking the painkillers, and he broke off the cast, and we wrote this song. And it's called. And we watched Akira over and over again. By the end of the night, we're like, yeah, this is gonna be great. But I do actually, weirdly, that should be like the kind of story you tell at an AA meeting. Like, it wasn't great. It was terrible. I think the song is actually great. Don't consider this an ad for drugs. We'll come back to this later. This one's called This Side of Brightness.
Saved it up, stitched all these dead end streets to the sewn up seams of my heartstrings. Unwind like a ghetto pulled from an open flower. Surround my fields where children sigh, but don't break a sound and don't break it off. It's searching for, never finding that sense at all. I hope that we make it through the heartbreak that comes just living through one day. All the good times that pass, all the friends we lose in a lifetime on our way. Here in this life, we seem so lost. This side of brightness,
So during the pandemic lockdown era, Thursday managed to get themselves into a little bit of trouble. And when I say that they managed to get themselves into trouble, what I mean is when something goes wrong, they did it. And when something goes fucking awesome, I did it, obviously. So, actually, we didn't really do anything wrong, but we did find ourselves in the kind of trouble that you need a lawyer to get out of. And it was a lawyer that cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of a couple years. And these are a couple years when we're not playing. So it was super hard to figure out what we should do. And I asked our manager what he thought we should do. And he's from Northern Ireland, and he said something along the lines of, I don't know, man, I think you should do the fucking OnlyFans. And I was like, what? And he said, you know, fucking asking people to give you money and shit. And I was like, you mean like GoFundMe? Yeah, fucking GoFundMe, OnlyFans, whatever. I was like, dude, that's not what OnlyFans is. But now that you mention it, Thursday feet could be like so big. No, but I was like, yeah, we probably could. But the people who've been listening to Thursday have been so loyal for like 25 years. Right now, during this pandemic where so many people are out of work, I don't think it's the greatest idea. Like, do you have any other ideas? And he was like, well, you could do every fucking show. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, every fucking show you get offered, fucking take it. And I was like, all right, we could try that. He's like, great, I got one for you. I was like, all right, what do you got? He's like, a fucking cruise ship. And I was like, oh man, no, not a good. He's like, no. Fucking Under Oath are doing it. It's gonna be good. And I was like, is it a Christian cruise ship? I was like, no, it's fucking emo. I was like, okay, let's do the Christian cruise ship. It sounds better than the emo. So we did say we'd do it, and it was fine. But I showed up at the first day to put our stuff on the boat, and I said, hey, recently I have fallen off the stage and broken my leg. So I'm a little worried about the waves. You know, am I gonna fall off the stage again? And they were like, no, it's a really big boat. You're thinking of like little fishing boats. On a really big boat, you don't feel the waves at all. I was like, okay, thank God. So the first night there's a huge storm, and the boat's going like this, and our whole crew, everybody on our crew is on the side of the stage just throwing up, in full view of the audience, by the way, just throwing up in the garbage baskets. And our amps, I don't know if you can see, but they're on wheels so that you can push them up ramps. The amps are just kind of like rolling across the stage as we play. So it works out. We get to Mexico, we dock. Tucker leaves to tour with his other band, LS Dunes. And yeah, fucking cool, man. And so I'm left to do the last show by myself. And I think, you know what's funny is I've been working on a song that takes place on a ship. I should play it. And after I played it, the captain of the theater, which each thing on a boat has a captain, I didn't know that. She came up to me and she said, that's a lovely song, young man, but please don't ever play it on a boat again. So tonight, I'm gonna deputize you all as captains so I can get a second opinion on this song. Because I think it's right on the edge of being okay. All right, this is called New Sympathies.
In my bed now, sleeping it alone. Have bad dreams. Sweet, sweet, sweet kerosene. Alone. Walks with me to make amends. I have to confess, made my bed, now I sleep in it alone. But I have bad dreams like the bottom of the sea, with the waves crashing down, silent the sound of a sinking shell. What goes with it like a shot from above, grown in the It says don't breathe. There's a woman in the sails hanging over the rails. Kid with the kite who just watched the string fail. 3 guys in a raft and it's upside down. Rising they sink and the sky's gone out. Where there's ice in the drink and the ship's gone to hell. Passengers talking, they're starting to tell. Captain on deck, he's pacing around, waving his arms, trying to comfort the crowd. Please, 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 one at a time. Please, 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 stay calm. We're all gonna die.
I don't know. I think it's okay. It's not like there were people jumping over the sides of the boat. You know what I mean? Maybe 1 or 2 at the max. And that's what I call worth it. No, but you know, it's not the first time that Thursday found ourselves in trouble. Many, many years ago, Thursday was signed to a hardcore record label called Victory Records. Any of you know Victory Records? Have you ever heard of it? So Victory Records, they had a motto. I don't know if you know this. The Victory Records had a motto, and the motto was, "We run the streets." You know? Which is like, calm down, guys. You're a record label. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not like Jay-Z selling dope on the corner. You know what I mean? Like, you're just selling records that's damn goody. But there was something hardcore about Victory, and that's the fact that they didn't pay their bands. That was pretty hardcore. So we found out that they were going to sell our contract to a label called MCA, which back then all the bands called the Music Cemetery of America. Didn't sound good. So we hatched a plan that if we could sell our contract to another major label before MCA closed the deal, maybe we could get out of this thing. And so we had all these major label A&R guys coming out to shows. And for those of you who don't know what an A&R guy is, he's basically a guy in a leather jacket who calls you baby. So my favorite one of them all came out to a show and he was like, so baby, you want to be in the Beatles or the Rolling Stones? Because I can make that happen. So I was like, I fucking hate those bands. Just to see what he'd do, you know? And he was like, all right, baby, what are you into? And I was like, you know, the Meow Mix commercial that goes, meow, 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 meow. It's my shit. And he was like, all right, baby. So he put all of Thursday in one house to write the record that became War All the Time. And he put me in another house to write commercials. And the problem was I had crippling writer's block because I couldn't think of a single product that inspired me the way Meow Mix inspired the cats who wrote that song. And so the A&R guy did have a very tried and true solution. And it looked kind of like a duffel bag, but it was full of cocaine. And he brought me the duffel bag full of cocaine. And my writer's block melted away. And I had so many ideas. You wouldn't believe the amount of ideas that I had. But the one that I knew was it. I finally realized I wanted to write a commercial for a company called Lockheed Martin. Because imagine how many more bombs they'd sell if the bombs had a jingle. Nobody's ever written a jingle for a bomb before. So this is my idea that I had. Some will say it was the drugs. I don't know. This is called This Song Has Been Brought to You by a Falling Bomb.
Hear the jet plane yawning miles across the sky. Hear the garbage truck back down the boulevard. Signals the car alarms as it passes by. Do you hear hear the static of 1,000 D2 radio. Shut the window, love, keep the world outside. Don't wanna think about anyone. The footsteps are getting louder, drowning out the sound of the rain as it knocks on the window. Still I'm not answering the phone, let it ring. Lately I've been feeling like a falling bomb. The ground is getting closer, and the sky is falling down. This song has been brought to you. This song has been brought to you by falling bomb, by falling bomb, by falling bomb, by falling bomb. By falling bomb, by falling bomb, by falling bomb, by falling bomb. By falling bomb, by falling bomb.
Thank you. They didn't buy that shit though. They're like, Taking Back Sunday's got catchier songs about bombs, so. No, the real postscript to that story, actually, and you'll never see this coming, is I did develop a debilitating addiction to drugs around the time that Thursday broke up, and I got like a day job doing PR in the music industry. I had to do a speedball just to go to work every morning, and then I spent like most of the day in the bathroom doing heroin just to try and not like want to kill myself all day long. And it was so fucking brutal, and like I burned all the bridges that I'd ever made in Thursday and lost all the goodwill and drove away even the people who loved me the most. And then a few years later, the guys in Thursday pulled around each other, got back together, and got me help, and now I'm up here with 5 years sober, so. I will always love those guys for that. And I'm gonna play, actually, you know what, I'm gonna play a Victory era song, so I gotta drop the fucking D on the guitar. Oh God, open up the bird. Sorry. It's just, you can take the boy off Victory, you know what I mean? You can't take the victory out of the boy. Which means if you buy merch from me, not getting any change, you know what I'm saying? That's the victory in me. That's all. No, I will. I do have my first novel for sale over there right now. Came out last week. And amazingly, we did it on this little indie, and we only partnered with 6 stores. We didn't go through a distributor, and we still had such a surprise first week that we were only 300 books short of the bestseller list with only 6 bookstores in the country. So it's been really beautiful. It's sold out everywhere in the country. I'm the only one left with copies until August 16th when the 3rd printing comes up, which is amazing. So come say hi, even if you don't want a book, even if you can't read, I'm not going to tell anybody. Come say hi. I love doing these solo shows because it gives me time to say hi, which in Thursday I'm always too tired after. I'm too tired. It's so hard. But really, please come say hi. I really just love meeting people. My girlfriend says that I'm more of a golden retriever than I am anything else. So yeah, come say hi. This song is called Understanding in a Car Crash.
setting sun, no reason to come back again. To our world in blue and white, we don't have the damage done. Don't want to feel this way forever. Dead letter marked, return to sender. Hey, thank you so much. Do you know how much time I got left? Do I have one more or two more? You know? One? One more. Okay. I got time for one more. So, hey, I'm gonna end with this record wore all the time. It turns 20 years old this year. And Thursday's playing a handful of shows where we're playing it. We're playing Riot Fest, we're playing Furnace Fest, we're playing The Fest. Doesn't need a second word, just The Fest. And for a long time, when these like political groups would ask me to show up and play rallies and stuff, they'd always ask for one particular song because it went with labor unions, and the song is called For the Workforce Drowning. And I always said, there's no way to play that on an acoustic guitar. It's impossible. The bass is like here, and one guitar's there, and another guitar's over there, and together they make a chord without three people. There's no way to do it. And the only answer that I've ever heard that made sense to me was, he said, well, you're a musician, why don't you use your fucking imagination? I was like, damn, that is so true. So using my imagination, I'm gonna close tonight with the country gothic doom western version of For the Workforce Drowning. It has been such a pleasure to play for you tonight in your beautiful city, and I hope to see you again soon. From the top floor, your lungs feel like parachutes. The windows go rushing by. People inside, dressed for the funeral, in black and white. These ties strangle our necks, hanging in the closet, filed in the cubicle, without a name, just numbers on the resume, stored in the mainframe, marked for delay. Please take these hands, throw them in the river, wash away the things they never had. Please take these hands, throw me in the river, don't let me drown before the workday ends. And I'm up to my neck, drowning in the seconds, ingesting the morning commute, lost in a dead subway, sleep, lie wide awake in my parents' beds, tossing and turning, tomorrow we'll get it, drive to work, single file with every day, just like the last waiting for the life to start. Is it always just ahead of the curve? Please take these hands, throw them in the river, wash away